Hello.
Hey everyone, how is it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, welcome everybody.
Hope you are having a beautiful day. I hope you saw Ashish's presentation. I'm so excited to share this product with you. I'm going to give everyone a few seconds to join and we're going to get right into it. All right. Hey everybody, welcome. So for those of you just joining, Cricut made their huge announcement. Everybody has been wondering and waiting and guessing, and we did get a first look when we went to Cricut headquarters a couple weeks ago. So before I join and jump into all that, I do want to let everyone know there's a lot of confusion out there of, Ken, why are you promoting this if you're no longer with Cricut? I'm just not a Cricut product expert, but I'm still a huge fan of Cricut, and I'm an affiliate of Cricut, so anytime you use our links, it helps support us. So this product warrants a huge review because no matter who brought this to market, it is revolutionary. It is one of the products that I've seen come through that I'm completely floored and amazed with. So make sure you share this, all the love. The first thing I'm going to let you know is I do have a link down below that takes you to Cricut's website. On Cricut's website, it's going to tell you, a pop-up will pop up that says notify me as soon as this is in. We can give you dates all day long, and this is when it's going to come to Michael's, this is when it's coming to Cricut. Michael's will carry this product exclusively for 2 months. Once they do, I will share all those links with you. For those of you who do not have a Michael's, I get it. But that Cricut page is amazing. They've done such a good job. I don't know if you know, Cricut has redone their logo and the color is a little different. It's beautiful. So everyone is joining and saying hi, and we're going to jump right into this and show you guys.
I've got to fix one little thing and then we'll get things running here.
One little thing, Sean?
Yes.
Okay, we'll let you do that. All right, while he is doing that, I am going to show you what the website looks like, and in that way you guys can get all in the know, I guess, and we don't have to go back to this. And then you guys can also be the first to find out about it. So let's go ahead and show you that. Let's jump over to my computer for me.
Oh, sure. I need to grab that and...
Perfect. Thank you, Shawnee.
There it is.
All right, guys. So when you click on the link down below, it's going to take you to this website. This is the new Infusible Ink website. Now, this stuff is amazing. It can be used on the Cricut blanks, which are their coasters, totes, shirts, and yes, they will probably have, I'm assuming, a ton more products. So you have what is it, how does it work, compatible machines, and notify me. The notify me is what's important because the notify me is what will give you all of the info and let you know as soon as it has hit Michael's, because it will hit the online store a little bit before the physical stores. So make sure you guys take a look at this page. I don't want to spend too much time because I want to dive right into it, but we only have a few of the patterns that are available. There is a ton of different patterns. They gave us 3 boxes, so I will show you, but it has everything you will need. It will be exclusively at Michael's. That's really important to note. But it's a game changer. That's all I'm going to say. So make sure you click on that link, you go get signed up so you are the first to know when something comes out, and that way you're not left in the dark. So there's videos and everything. So we're going to pop back up to us. All right, I'm going to share this. Sean, why don't you kind of show them?
I've got something that people are just constantly asking.
Yes, go for it.
Does it have to be Cricut stuff? I mean, I've had it just went bye, 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 and going, So the answer is?
What do you mean Cricut stuff?
Only these blanks.
Oh, perfect question. And we're going to get into a lot of those answers for you. Technically, the answer is no. It can be used with any pretty much polyester blend. But I will say that Cricut's blends that they have released, they've tested exclusively with their product, and that's the ones that they're recommending. So if you want the vibrant results, which we're going to show you here, I do recommend using Cricut stuff. If you're going to use a non-Cricut item, I would just test it out. Be careful. I'm not saying it won't work. You just might not get that vibrancy. And that's what's really key about this stuff is vibrancy. I'm going to share this. Sean's going to show you what we've already made, give you a sneak peek of how vibrant this stuff is.
All right. So they let us play with it a little bit, showing you just right off the bat on these products. These blanks, of course, are the t-shirts. These blanks are the coasters, both porcelain. Is it porcelain? No.
I'm sorry.
What's the other word I'm thinking of? Not porcelain. And these ones are the what they call the cork backgrounds. Yes. Ceramic. That's the word I'm looking at. Ceramic. So these are the excuse me, ceramic. So that's why it works, is that it's got polyester actually infused into the actual product itself. That's how these work, where these are polyester style shirts. And like we said, yes, you could use other polyester stuff. Theirs was tested. Theirs was the ones that came out with the bold, the better brilliancy. But it is absolutely amazing. We did this one here. Let's give it a nice close. This is, as Ashish was saying, these is chemically infused into the actual fabric. Polyester is kind of like a tubular type material, and it gets sucked as it steams. As the heat heats the ink itself, it gets into a steam state, and then it goes right into the polyester, and that's how it's able to be right in there. And it can be worn. You can wash it 1,000 times if you really want. It's not going to ruin it. It'll never fade. Here's another print style, kind of a colorful leopard almost. We hand colored these, and as you can see, I wrote my name. Of course, doing handwriting has to be done backwards, which is because when you do it, you're doing it in a mirrored effect. Here's the polyester one, or the ceramic style. I mean, it's it's endless on what you can come up with all the different types of prints that are coming out. There's more. They said they're working on more and more colors, It just goes on and on. This is just what they have currently. They've been working on it for quite some time.
Yes.
It's crazy.
All right, guys, so I had to go share that in a few places. It's saying something is wrong, so I don't know why it's not allowing me to share it to my Facebook page. So hopefully you guys are seeing this, but we are going to just dive right in with it. So as Sean has said, this stuff is pretty revolutionary. I'm so excited about it. We will be doing a closer look at some stuff here. You already showed him the shirts and everything?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and bring down some patterns here. And Sean's going to be monitoring questions.
I'll try. I know a lot have gone by, so give us a moment.
So if you don't see your answer, give us 1 sec, and we will absolutely be right with you.
Put your questions in caps. This way I can see it. It's much easier to see them when it's in a cap than I know it's a question versus just a comment or statement. All right, sorry, I had to plug in my computer.
All right, guys. All right, so we're going to dive down. Now, this is only a few of the patterns. I'm going to open this and show you what comes inside. So it's very ingenious. So first of all, when you go to the Cricut aisle at Michael's or online, you'll know it's an infusible ink product. It will say infusible ink on it. So you can see here, Cricut Infusible Ink. Now, does this mean you have to use it with a Cricut machine? Absolutely not. You're going to be able to use this with any machine that you have in your arsenal. And we will get picture-in-picture for you guys, sorry. But do know, and you don't have to picture-in-picture, I'm sorry, love, unless they want it. This here is why, everyone said, why are they releasing Easy Press 2? Well, it can be heated up to 400 degrees. So obviously the heat Easy Press 2 now goes up to that 400 degrees, which is great. So we'll open those in a sec. Here is their coasters that Sean was talking about. They will have them in square. They will have them in circles. Not only is this great for coasters, but it is going to be, they have circles, but you can use them as ornaments, all sorts of stuff. Here is the tote. Now, once again, this is compatible with the infusible ink. It's 19 by 14. We will be opening this. Once again, I do want to stress, does it have to be used with Cricut's blanks? It doesn't have to be used. You're just going to get the best results. They did send us a small youth t-shirt and a baby bodysuit, so we can take a look at those. And they have the infusible ink markers. So for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that we've kind of played with markers like these before, but these take it to the new level. You'll see that there is 2 different colors, or 2 different packs of the same color. It's because we have a 0.4 and a 1.0. So this way, if you want to get those nice detailed, you can. Once again, we also have these in these hyper colors, so 0.4 and 1.0. Plus, Cricut released the heat resistant tape. This is really important because if you are going to tape down a design or something, you have to make sure it's tape that can withstand heat resistance. So this is Cricut Infusible Ink heat resistant tape. It's this purple, and we'll show you that. So this is only available at Michael's for the first 2 weeks once it is released. And then it will be available everywhere else after that point. So before we open these, I know I'm sure there's a ton of questions, Sean.
Oh my God, it just can't stop. Can you use it on wood? Absolutely not. It has to go on polyester. That's the effect of what this infusible ink is. Is it like sublimation? It's like sublimation, but it is their way of calling it infusible ink. You can only wash these coasters. These coasters here can go in the dishwasher because they are ceramic. These cannot because they are a cork, and cork, even though cork is semi-water resistant, it's not waterproof. Yes. So I would not wash these, and that just hand wash those.
Once again, guys, I just want to make sure, and I'm going to go over price points really quick while Sean kind of looks at questions. These are the Cricut blanks. You will know they're a Cricut blank because it will say Cricut. It will say infusible ink, just like this. So in the aisle, when you are at Michael's, you will know this is the Cricut blanks, okay? So first of all, let's talk about price points. So transfer sheets, there's gonna be 2 different transfer sheets. You have a 4-pack. There is 4-pack, which comes with 2 solids and 2 patterns. You can see in here we have a cheetah pattern, a tiger pattern, and 2 to coordinate with it. So these are, and these are estimates until I officially see them, but these are $17.99 for a 4-pack. Now, this is different than iron-on. So some people will waste their iron-on. You're gonna wanna make sure you cut this perfectly because this is gold. You can definitely use and save it. There will be a 2-pack of transfer sheets. Those are about $12.99, and that will just have a 2-pack in it. All of the pen packs, 5 pens in each, are $14.99. So basically $17.99, $14.99. The heat-resistant tape will be $6.99. The large tote, they'll have 2 different sizes of tote, large and medium. The large is $11.99, the medium tote is $9.99. The baby bodysuit, which is this right here, is $6.99. Youth shirts are $7.99. Adult shirts are $9.99. And then the coasters, which will be both round and square, 4 in each pack, is $12.99. So that's a quick overview of prices for you.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Sean, I'm gonna open these and you can answer questions while I open them.
It says, do we need to use the Easy Press 2 for this? It's better.
Technically, no. This was designed so it could be used with the Easy Press 1. There is going to be an interactive guide. So basically, when this launches officially, there will be a site that literally is a step-by-step, and it will tell you step 1, you then say what I'm doing it on, then it will tell you all of your directions. So they are making an interactive guide to make this as easy as possible for you guys.
The biggest thing on that one is that it'll be how long you'll probably keep it on your transfer longer is the only thing it really does.
So when you open your infusible ink, it will come in this black package. It's really important to keep it in this black package. And why is that, Sean?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You do that.
I was reading a question.
So it's important to keep it in this black package. This is shielding it from any light, moisture, that kind of stuff. So you just want to make sure, and also be really careful with the oils on your hands. So you'll notice in here, when I get it open here, there is your different stuff. Your oils on the hand can interact with the different...
with the ink that's on there.
Correct. So I'm going to try to not touch it as much, but to show you guys all of the different stuff, I am going to have to touch it, but I'm going to grab it from underneath. It's not going to ruin it. It just could possibly transfer the oil.
Well, actually transfer onto your hand is what it's going to do and come off the paper.
Correct. So inside you get a little cloth right here. This is for a test. So they give you something to test it on. So this way, if you are doing it the first time, you're not going to use a Cricut blank. You actually have a little piece in there. You actually get butcher paper. And yes, it is recommended that you use butcher paper versus parchment paper. So you can get butcher paper online, anywhere. Parchment paper has a little bit of a wax in it, so they did recommend using this. Here is all of the sheets, but I do want to show you this little magic thing. Normally we take this and we throw this out. And normally we say we don't need it, it's just for packing. I would keep it. Here's why. When you put this in, this is all has to do with moisture. So when you put this back in your blocks pack here, put that back in there. This is going to make sure your infusible ink does not absorb any moisture. That's what this little guy is for. He'll absorb the moisture instead. All right?
All right.
So the first one, I'm going to take my butcher paper out. Let's look at some of these patterns. And I would not handle this as much as I am handling it. I am just doing this to show you guys the patterns. But you guys can see here's a beautiful, and we'll do a project. What you're seeing right now is 100% going to be brighter once you print it. Look at that pattern, and look at, they've done it to where it matches perfectly. We also have a beautiful yellow and blue solid. So every single pack of this will come with a 2 pattern and 2 solids in the 4 pack. So this one here you can see comes with just like that. So, and they're perfectly coordinated.
Yes.
I'm going to open to the next one, Sean. You can tell me any questions.
Oh my goodness.
All right, go for it.
We have so many.
It's okay. That's what this is for.
I know. Let's see.
Stop seeming overwhelmed.
Yes,
this is exciting.
Yes, this is the big event that they've been talking about forever and ever. This will be available June 21st. Again, that's June 21st. Exclusively
in
through
Michaels.
Only, not even on their website.
Cricut's not going to carry it for 2 months either.
Yes.
It's exclusively.
So you have
so
to
if
go
you
to
want
Michaels.
it, and I will make sure I have links ready for you to go and everything for those of you who do not have a Michael near you.
Exactly.
It will be online first, and then within a few days, it will be in all the stores.
There are multiple cost points. We just went through that. We'll go over it again in a moment.
Yes, I can't put I could, well, I don't know if I can put a picture in the comments.
Somebody said it'll be available, or it's available on the 16th on the website.
It could very well be. That's why I told you to hit the notify me, because
that might be a change, but originally they told us that.
Yeah, we since we're no longer product expert guys, we're going off information that was told to us up until last Monday. So I might not have the exact dates. Things might have changed. I'm not privileged to that information anymore. That's why I want you to hit that notify me to be best known. Look at this pattern. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And look at the light from dark. And then you have this beautiful cheetah pattern. Oh, is that leopard?
It's leopard. Cheetah has the circles around it. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think, or I can
and then once again,
versa,
you get 2 colors that coordinate perfectly with that. Okay.
Does this work on cotton?
It does not.
It does not.
It has to be a polyester blend. I would prefer to use, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I would use Cricut blanks because you know it's guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
However, you can try with your own blanks. Just really test it, because I know a lot of people go to different stores. Just know that they may or may not have been tested by Cricut, so you're going to want to definitely do a test area first.
A big thing that you'll find is that if you get one that's a blend, the transfer of the color vibrance will be a lot less.
Yes. So once again, guys, I am showing you these, but do not handle them the way I'm handling them. The grease, depending on if you've sweat, or the grease on your fingers can alter that ink. Remember, this is ink. This is sublimation ink that is in a transfer. These are Cricut Infusible inks. So they're not exactly sublimation, like if you have a sublimation printer. I don't want you to think that. But they are for sure an ink on there. So that's why they have so many colors in one layer. So a lot of questions I know we will get is, how does this different than iron-on? Iron-on is a material that you're simply just sticking to a shirt. Think of it as vinyl shirts. So if you want multiple colors, you're doing multiple layers. With this, you can layer it, but you already have the pattern in it. So it's completely different than even pattern iron-on that just sits on top of the shirt. This is actually getting, hence the name, infused into the fabric. You can wash this over and over. You can stretch it. We'll show you here.
I wonder if I can, how close I can get to this. Here. See, if you look closely, it's literally inside the actual
and watch
fibers.
Let me show them this. This is what impressed me. So not only is it inside the fibers, but watch. Stretch, and it goes right back. Stretch, and you can't do that with iron-on. So this is, to me, I can't stress it enough. Like, this is in the shirt. This is not an iron-on.
Are the transfer sheets reusable?
So I will tell you that here in 1 second. Let me show you this last color, and then I'm going to put them back in the pack. So we're going to get going on our first project. Look at this one.
Wow, that's cool looking.
Oh, our vacuum just went on. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Okay, guys. So are the sheets reusable? I will let Sean kind of answer that, because he kind of knows the answer to that.
Are the transfer sheets reusable?
I thought he did.
I don't
yes,
think.
Yes, they are.
Are they? I don't.
So
I
basically,
don't
here's the deal with these. You can absolutely try to reapply the transfer. It just might not be as bright. So you can do it after it is done with its ink, it's done with the ink. So that's why I was saying you really, really, really want to make sure that you cut it off for the area you think you are going to need. So I'm going to put these back in the package. I'm probably ruining my infusible ink, but anything for you guys to show you the colors. And we're going to get started on our first project. And Sean can answer once again any questions.
I will do my best. Are you only use on products that they sell? We currently have, that's all we have is what they gave us. So it is their products, their blanks.
So it is Cricut blanks, and I do recommend using their blanks. However, I'm not going to say you can't use other blanks.
Right.
Theirs is, the tag is in there, so it will tell you what the blend is.
All right. I think it's 100%.
Nope, it's a 3% 7.
It's 95 and 5. It's 95 polyester, 5% spandex, which gives you that ability to. Can you wear vinyl gloves if you want?
You probably could, yeah.
They stress saying that if you are a person with very sweaty hands, or if you're a really oily kind of person, is that may be a problem. I am not per se, and I did not have any problems with this stuff at all transferring onto my fingers or anything. It was just a concern to those when they did that. And what's interesting is that the concept of trying to get this stuff on its own backer sheet took them 18 months to get that concept to work, and they finally did it, and it's fantastic how they came up with it. What makes the ceramic tile so shiny? Does it do to the shirts? It's only shiny because of it's the coating on the ceramics. Yeah.
All right, guys, so I'm putting all of these back in their package, back in the little black rolly, and then I'm putting the moisture in there, and that's really important. You want that moisture in there, and the reason why is that moisture is going to, especially in humid areas, absorb any moisture that gets in here. You want to make this stuff last. It's not overly expensive. I was thinking a much higher price point when I first saw it. It's not expensive, but you want to make sure every part of this is going to last you a long time. All right, so I'm going to start a demo here. Real quick, let's first answer any questions, Sean. I know you said there's a ton.
Yeah, again, sorry, not on cotton. Needs to be, because the whole ordeal is the way it works is that cotton does not have tubular style fibers. Polyester does. And by heating it at the point that it says, that it creates the steam of the ink into it. That's how it absorbs into it, and that's how it gets in there. Cotton can't do that because there isn't any.
There isn't any.
It has nowhere to go. It just sits there.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm going to try to get, because they all want price points.
So the big thing about when using pens, you're going to be using normal copy paper.
Yes, the lighter the better in my opinion.
The lighter the better. Some people say, were they the ones that said laser paper works best?
Laser paper
so
works
laser
best.
paper works the best. Not to say you can't use just normal copy paper, because it does work. We've used it. But that's how you do. You break out your pens, break out a design on Design Space. We'll show you that. You'll just stick it in the machine, draw away, and then you'll do it. And then if you do any writing, if you write it on yourself, you actually have to do it backwards. So you kind of write it on a piece of paper, flip it, write it. But if you're doing it on the Cricut, you can just mirror it and it'll write it backwards and it'll transfer correctly on the other way. The butcher paper, Susan, it's already included. You'll get a piece of butcher paper already there. It's already included. You probably could use, if you run out, you can probably just buy some butcher paper and it'll work just fine.
I'm going to put all of this over here so people, if they ask for, can we have... Now, we're going to be doing a lot more videos on this. This is just a first look.
So these are all, here we go. They're all 12 by 12, 4 sheets, 12 by 12s. I think they discussed that they might come some in with longer rolls. It may be, but we're not sure what they're doing yet. Again, a lot more of these are coming out with different styles and stuff. They were asking, what are we going to get? I'm going to try to catch up on...
Okay, I'm going to try to, on Facebook, put the cost. I can't share a photo on YouTube.
No.
So I will have to add it to YouTube a little later.
Do you want to just pop it up and use your screen?
Oh, that's a good, Sean, you're so smart. This is why I have the Shawnee, you guys.
We all know
Give
Michael
me one
will,
sec, and then you guys can take a...
They will not mark up the price. They're not supposed to. These are the prices that will be at Michael's. They cannot, they're not allowed.
Yeah, they're supposed to. Okay, so
ready?
let me share it, and then you guys can take... Now, once again, I have to stress this. This was information given to me while I was still a product expert. As I'm no longer that, this could have changed, and I am not aware. So please keep that in mind.
Yes, Nancy, that is what the Butcher Paper is for. It's like a Teflon sheet.
Go for it, John.
You cannot use a Teflon sheet. Whoops, I need to go this, here, and here. Here are what the prices are, real quick. So yeah, and you cannot use a Teflon sheet because you will subtract the amount of heat going through. You must use the butcher paper. Butcher paper, that's the way you need to use it. Sorry, Facebook people, I'm trying to catch you guys. My window is so tiny, it just goes by too quickly. Yes, the original Easy Press will work with that. It basically will end up leaving it on there longer to get it to work, and they'll have a whole thing. The way they're doing this website for this is pretty cool. And are they going to have metallic markers? Mary Ellen, I don't know. I don't think there's even metallic ink, sublimation inks, or invisible inks. I don't think so. All right.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to get my Cricut machine out. So I'll be running Design Space on that, just so you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. I'm going to be following the instructions per Cricut. Now, once again, they're going to have an interactive guide. Do you want to go up to S for a quick sec, love?
Yes, hold
on. So, hi, Holly. How are you, my love?
Hi,
I love
Holly.
you to pieces. So we're going to go ahead and show you this. Now, once again, we are no longer product experts, which means when all of this stuff hits the market, we're going to be buying it just like you. I do want to stress something to you guys. I was blown away when I saw this product. And you guys know I will always give you my honest review. The pens, the blanks, everything. Sean can do it, which I'm not saying anything mean, but he was like, wow. I mean, it's pretty amazing. There are certain tricks we're going to walk through. We will be doing more videos as it comes out. So when it's ready for you guys, I don't want to release a whole bunch of videos now until you guys have the product in hand for you. So we'll have a whole series for you. But let's go ahead and...
Thank you, Sandra.
Oh, Holly says Matt misses you.
Oh, hi, Matt.
All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead. Will they be allowing a coupons? Usually, no. Cricut usually is voided for all Michael's coupons, so I don't believe you'll be able to use it. That doesn't mean that they won't have, per se, a sale on it or something like that. I do anticipate this stuff is going to be highly sought after. So I would go online first when it debuts. I'll get you links. Once it debuts, go to your Michael store. I know, for example, other companies, when they release product that's really excited, people like rush to the Michaels and get it. So just know that. All right, do you have all the chat so I can close out because I'm going to bring up Design Space here.
You can. These pens are, if you were to take the pen, sit there and draw a line and just keep on going, they should last up to, I think they said 400 feet. That's quite a bit of ink.
Yes.
That's a lot of ink. Because some people say that their pens dry out. It's that's how long it's supposed to last.
Correct.
Let me see if I can find some more. Hey, Carrie. Have we tried it on cotton? No, because it won't work. It's physically it won't work because, again, cotton is not tubular. Polyester is. Steam, the ink goes into steam goes inside the tubular part of the of the actual fiber. That's how it works. So that's why cotton will not work. If it's a blend, it will, because the blend has part of that will have polyester in it and will take in the ink. It just will not be as vibrant unless you're using a higher percentage. Again, the ones that we received that they are making is 95 polyester and 5% spandex. They're very soft. These are really nice. They're really, really cool. And I know I saw it one time earlier. Will we test the washing?
Yeah.
We can, yes. But I'm telling you, because it's in the fabric, it will not fade. All
right, guys. So I'm just going to do a simple let's do a star, because the first thing we're going to test it on is the little fabric they gave us. Sean's going to go to this camera here now. This little fabric, I really, 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 really recommend checking this out before you do your design. So we want to make sure. Now, if you're doing anything like Sean said earlier with any font or anything like that, you're going to want to make sure that you mirror it, because if you don't mirror this, you will get, unfortunately, it backwards. So, which is very sad. You don't want that to happen. All right. So remember, guys, you want to make this stuff last as long as you can. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to remove the piece we're using, and I'm just going to cut enough of it as I need, because this is a pretty big piece. We want to make this last, and so we're gonna make it last.
We haven't shown you the back, have we? This is what it looks like. So that's the transfer paper on it. Very, very cool.
Yes, it's so cool. So we are going to grab a mat. Here you go, Shawnee. So our design is we just need a square, like 4 by 4. So I'm going to grab my scissors.
Liz, you could use your own shirts. The thing is that these are the ones they tested. These are the ones that work very, very well. If you do your own polyester style or polyester blend, you can buy that if you want.
Do you have my Cricut scissors over there?
It's just that these, they know for sure will work guaranteed.
Shawnee,
what's that?
do you have my Cricut scissors over there?
I might have them, or I think I may have gone over there with them, but I thought I left them.
Over where?
Over by the table. I think.
I'm gonna have to buy Sean his own Cricut scissors, guys.
It's the only pair of scissors we have in the drawer. I'm just trying to remember. I'm not sure. Let me figure it out.
Okay, thank you. That would be great. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece of them. I'm finding hopefully some scissors that Sean didn't hide from me, because I only use Cricut scissors because they're my favorite. So give me a sec so I can find scissors. So I'm going to use these scissors in the time being, because Sean cannot remember where he placed them.
I remember getting up last night to cut open a teeny piece of paper, and I just...
You're fine.
I know.
Things happen. So this is essentially, and Sean's going to show you up close what this looks like. It is pretty, 1, 2, 3, we'll just do it right here. This is pretty stiff stuff at first, so, but I do recommend cutting it and only using what you need.
So right now the color of pens is, how many? There's 5 in a pack. Some have 0.4 size, so very, very fine. You know, you get that when you do want a drawing, so you can get that really intricate. And if you guys did see the video, the live that they did, that one with the picture of the flower, how intricate that is, that's done on one of these. And the other ones are 0.1 markers.
Now remember,
they will be coming out with more. Yes, they will be coming out with more.
So remember
colors.
this here, you're going to put it with the matte side facing down, and you don't want to touch it as little as possible. Obviously, I know that's going to be impossible, but just make sure your hands are clean and dry and everything like that. There will be a setting, obviously, in your makers. If you are on a machine that has a dial, make sure it's set to custom, because that is the big point, is you want to make sure it's set to custom, and then go in and look for that material. I'm assuming by the time they have it launched, they will have a specific item that will say infusible ink. And believe me, this product, you guys, is gonna take off. It's amazing. So I anticipate a lot of people showing it off.
Yep.
So we're gonna do this. I don't even know if this is 4 by 4, the size I made my star. So we might have to make my star a little smaller. I just now caught that.
Maybe a 3?
Yeah, let me do that. I just was paying attention. I was like, that piece of cardstock doesn't look very big, Ron. That would be my luck. I go to infuse it, and I infuse it to everything I don't want to infuse it. Can you measure it for me real quick?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
It is exactly 4 inches. I mean, to a T.
It is?
It's 4 inches by 4 inches.
Okay,
so
perfect.
Maybe 3.5 ish.
Okay.
Should I get our, or you already have it? Great.
The what?
The Easy Press.
I do, Shawnee. I don't have the baby one, so you might want to get the baby because this just little guy.
Just a little guy.
So we'll show you this. We'll also show you a more complex pattern, and then of course we'll show you the pens. Now, this is a pretty big overview. It'll be a long live, but we will do shortened videos for you guys once it's released and you have something to reference. I just know everyone's excited and wants to see this and have fun with it. So I'm really excited. All right.
Is that a different mat? Nope, that's just the blue mat.
So in the maker, there is going to be an infusible ink. So that's what I'm choosing, infusible ink transfer sheet. I'm just gonna hit done. Just like we do on everything else, we're going to load our machine. And then once that magical little blue button is flashing, we're gonna make sure to hit that and let it start cutting. Sean has left me. He's over me, guys. There she goes. Oh, we ran out of plugins. I see what he's doing.
No. If I use these plugins, it makes our lights dim.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, this one.
Sean,
It's on.
you're so technical.
This one's on.
I don't know
whole
what
different
anyone
circuit.
was saying on Nailed It. You know technology. I don't know what our friend was saying.
There you go.
All right, so our cut's already done. We're going to eject this out. I'm going to go ahead and remove my maker out of the view for just a second while we do this. Thing about live is you don't get cutaways, do you, Sean?
No, you do not.
It truly is live. But it's so exciting. So we're going to remove this part from the back of our mat. So we just have our infusible ink sheet. You'll see on the back it says infusible ink. You will see everything you need to see there. And now all we need to do is weed it. Now, here is where I will tell you my first aha moment. What do we normally do when we weed, Sean? Can you go in tight on this?
Yes, I can.
When we normally weed, we just go down and normally weed from the side, which is what normally do. This is different. The transfer sheet, as Sean said earlier, was specially designed. It took him a long time to get there. So what I would say is to roll your design and you will start seeing it almost pop off and stuff. So you just see how it popped off right there by rolling that? That's almost what you want to do. And we're going to not touch the area we're working with, pick it up from the side using any of your weeding tools, and then weed it gently off. Now this does have the, am I even getting? There we go. So once I have that, I'm just going to, do you see that right there? That's what I'm talking about. You want it, see there, how it's kind of jumping off? It's hard to see, but it's jumping off the design. That's what you want. You want to be able to get it curled off of it, and listen, it's almost like a crackle sound. And you want to avoid touching that design right there. This is all still good. So if you have a small design, you could save it and use it in that point, which is what we will do. So we have everything ready to go. Now is the time to heat our Easy Press. So
Which we are there.
We have Easy Press 2. Sean has it at the perfect degrees, 385 for 40 seconds. And we're going to use a light pressure.
If you do have a heat press 1, it can be used.
I'm going to go take care of that. What's happening?
Oh, out there?
Yeah, while you're answering questions.
So anyway, it can be used with the 1. You're going to leave it on there longer. The longer it sits, the better it will work, but it is longer. So it doesn't have to be 400 degrees. They've got it tested. They've got it down to where it is at 385 degrees. That is why they've done this. They've tested, and that's how it all is. Let me see if I can find a couple of other questions. Again, the shirt blanks that they're selling. Oh, it was under. Found them. The shirt blanks are 95 polyester, 5 spandex. Believe me, I like a soft shirt. These are soft. I mean, amazingly soft. I do know that polyester is not a very breathable style fabric, but it works well. Hi. Excuse us while we try to move our ducks. Go on. Go on. Go on.
Come on. Come on. Right.
Sorry, guys. Crazy dogs barking outside. Let's see. The shirt costs. We had that up.
Okay.
We maybe
Sorry about
bring
that,
that back
guys.
in a little bit.
I apologize. Our dogs wanted to come in and, you know.
Maybe want to do the thing.
Okay. So we are going to make sure to layer this a very specific way. And do you remember that, Sean?
Say that one more time.
Do you remember the specific way we're going to do this? We're going to put a piece of light cardstock. They recommend about 80 cardstock. And they also do not recommend color cardstock. And this here is essentially going to protect your mat from the swatch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so once we have that, we are then now... Yes.
They were over here.
Oh, you had them hidden?
They were over here underneath the shirts. That's why we couldn't find them.
All right, so we're going to place this swatch on top of our cardstock. So this is the...
top pick is frozen?
It is?
It is. That's bizarre because I turned everything off. That's very weird.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We'll get that fixed for you.
Sorry, we'll fix it. I don't know why.
He must have forgot to turn some stuff off. But no deal. This is where the action's happening. So this is where you want to see. So you want to make sure you roll this entire surface with a lint roller. And that is very important. So a lint roll. I will go grab the lint roller.
I think they all went upstairs. Yes, we have Wayne. We have a dog that's not normally here. That is ours. Well, it kind of was at one point. It's Toby's daughter is here while Han is doing his thing with Riley's sister.
I swear we're usually more prepared for this.
Yeah, we try to go. We wanted to get going as fast as we can when we heard about it.
Yeah, we didn't know when Ashish was going live. Once again, we don't unfortunately have access to that information. So once I knew that he was on, I told Sean, go set up. So, sorry about the not being 100% ready. But the reason for the lint roller is, even though it doesn't look like you have little fibers there, you absolutely do. So it's really important to use a lint roller. And it'll be easier, obviously, if you didn't have just a little piece of cloth. But you want to make sure you go over this lint roller just fine. Okay? So there we go. We have this lint roller. Do not skip this step, guys. It's so important. Even tiny little debris is a big, big deal. All right. So we have that. Now we're going to go ahead and put our swatch on there. I think I did that backwards, actually. I'm trying to remember my steps here. No, that's right, isn't it? Please swatch blank on top of cardstock. Yeah. Do you have us up and running, Sean, before I go?
Almost.
Sean almost has us going, guys, so give us a second. We'll get going back in. I apologize.
I think I may have hit it by accident on my watch. Made it go off.
But we're good?
Now we're good. Now we're up.
Okay. Okay, so before we put this on, we are going to preheat this portion here. I forgot we want to preheat this like we always do with all of our Cricut items. So I'm going to grab the butcher paper from inside of one of these. Here we go. And they give you quite a bit amount of the butcher paper. You can see right here, we have a ton of this. So we're going to put this on our...
4 sheets.
What was that?
4 sheets of it.
It is 4 sheets of it. So we're going to be... obviously large, and we're going to put this on here. So it does come with it. We're going to preheat this for about 15 seconds just with light pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and preheat this for 15 seconds. Sorry, I'm so parched. So you want to get all of that moisture out of your piece, whatever you're using, because It's just a given that all of the fabric, everything we have in life has a little bit of moisture. You want to make sure that moisture is taken out, because if you don't do that step, you could potentially not get a good transfer. We're going to let this swatch cool for just a smidgen, and then we're going to put our design face down. So we're going to put this face down. So here it is before. I just want you guys to see this. See how kind of, it's not dull, but it's not super bright. We're going to put this face down right here, just like so. We're going to cover it back with our butcher paper, just like so. Now you guys, you will have an interactive guide to help you through all of this, and you'll get a feel for it just like everything else. This is a pretty small project. We're going to do 385 for 40. Now, this is important, and I cannot stress this enough, guys. Can you come, or no, actually this is fine. I'm gonna move this away. Normally, what do we do with iron-on is we take this and we're supposed to press it down, but naturally we end up doing this.
Yeah.
What will happen if we do that, Sean?
You could possibly move your transfer around, and once you do that, it's going to blur or give you a double effect or whatever.
So it's really important not to slide it during this process. So we're going to go ahead and apply it. I'm going to have Sean do or I can do, since he's monitoring questions. We're just going to apply medium pressure for 40 seconds, and I am not going to move this.
Nope.
Now when I remove this, I do not want to move that little transfer, or my Cricut Infusible Ink sheet. Because once again, like Sean says, we don't want any movement. We can get a little mirroring, and that we want to avoid as much as possible. So we're just going to remove that. We're going to remove our butcher paper, and we're just going to let it sit there for a few seconds and let it cool. Just let it cool, let it do its thing. If your design separates from the reminder and remains on the blank, remove it with tweezers. But basically, I would just let it cool. They don't give you a specific time. They don't say this is how long you should let it cool, but a good amount of time, because just remember, it's still at this point in that ink. But here's the magic. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Thanks for those who are popping those prices up. Thanks very much.
Are you ready, Sean?
Ready to go.
And it's still a little stuck because there is adhesive on here. So we'll remove it backwards. That's fine. Ready? Because it's stuck on here. Normally you wouldn't have to do this, but
now I want you to show you the difference from.
Look at that!
This is what it looks like. It's dull and kind of but when you put it on,
well, you can see.
Brilliant.
Look at this, guys. This is the after. So this gets lined up right. Let's see, purple is right down there. Nope, right here. So you guys can see the change that it makes when you're heating that. Look at that. That is the magic of this stuff. Now there is a little bit of color left in here. So someone said, can I use that? Sure. There's a little bit of color left in there if you wanted to, but look at that amazing result we have. So this is exactly where the magic is for me. Look at that. Can you zoom in on that, Sean? I know you can't do picture. Do you have to do picture in picture, or?
No, I just zoom in.
Oh, you're so smart, Sean.
Look at that. Yay.
Isn't that amazing, guys? All right, so let's do an actual cut item on something. Let's do... I'm going to do this one. All right, so any questions before we move on to the next one, Sean?
Why does it work on ceramic? Mary, it's not just ceramic. There is an actual polyester layer on the ceramics. That's why it works.
Yes.
So just the same as the other coaster that's got the cork on the back, it is a layer of polyester, and that's how it works.
All right, I'm going to be doing this on a baby onesie, and let's see.
No, you cannot use it on cotton.
Nope. You want to use it. Now, I would use Cricut blanks. Once again, though, you guys can try it on anything. Just to show you guys, this is what's in the Cricut blanks.
Yeah, let me break it. Oops, sorry. Yeah, sorry, it's upside down.
Oh, it's upside down. I'm sorry, Shawnee. So for those of you saying what's on those Cricut blanks, it's...
Yeah. That's what you get.
It's not even a cotton poly blend, it's spandex. No. And that's what they have tested it out being as the best one. So absolutely you can try it on your guys' blanks, but I would definitely recommend doing it on Cricut blanks if you can get them. I'm trying to pick out a cute design.
We're frozen again on top.
Let me check on that.
I've closed everything off, turned everything off.
I don't know, love. I wouldn't do picture in picture for now, is all.
Well, I have to reset it anyway. Or let me turn it off this way.
Okay, it's on again, but maybe I have to do an update. If we don't do picture in picture, it's fine. I know people like that, but sometimes these are things, Sean, they happen.
So it's very cool on how you can do all of this stuff. How do you scan it into DS?
Scan what into DS?
I'm assuming any kind of image. I'm trying to find Debbie. Debbie, hold on.
Can you, okay guys, so I'm gonna do another image. We're gonna jump right in while Sean answers some of your questions. So I'm gonna share my desktop here.
Yeah, go ahead.
And just kind of show you the process that I am going through as we do this. Just the more you guys can see this, the better. I know it's a long live, but we will do another one. So we're gonna do a baby onesie, okay? So Sean's gonna share my desktop here. There's my baby onesie.
You do not have to wear gloves unless you are very sweaty wet or very oily hands. That's the only thing that would cause the problem.
Yep.
I do not have either of those, so I'm fine.
Yeah, no gloves or anything. I didn't wear any gloves when doing all of our demonstrations, so I wouldn't recommend, but to each his own. So the baby onesie, that is a Cricut blank, is about 7 inches wide. So I'm gonna make my design about, let's go ahead and do 5 inches wide. Here we go. Now I'm ready to make it. All right, so now it's really important because we are going to be putting this on a piece of material, we need to mirror this. Do not forget this step because it is essentially getting put down, face down, and then turn around. So you want to make sure that you mirror your image. That's really, really important, okay? So I can't stress that part enough. Now we're going to use the same one that we've already used, which is my infusible ink here. We need 5 inches. We'll just do 5 by 5. So we should be actually good with what I've already used. So let's go ahead and just make that a nice straight line because you're going to want to make this stuff last as much as possible. All right, so here is our design. I'm just going to make sure our image will fit in there since it's kind of a weird cut. So 5, and I'm going to bring my design down a little, I think. Okay, I think we're going to be good. All right, so we can now just hit continue. I'm going to wait for it to find my maker, which is not on, so it probably cannot find it. And there it is. We're going to hit maker. And then this is the part. Sean, I really wouldn't worry about that if it's not working. It's completely, I mean, I know you want to, and that's very sweet of you, but I wouldn't want you to get more frustrated over it. You are awesome, okay?
I think we're good.
Good. All right, so once it's connected to my maker, we're going to bring my maker in. That's the reason why I don't. All right, so I'm going to browse all materials right now because I have the maker. If you have anything else, you want to make sure that you use just your custom dial. So there's my infusible transfer sheet done. And just like that, we're going to load it into our machine. And I think I have the design fitting in there. I think I cut it right. We're going to hit load. And now we will jump over and watch the machine cut, which I know is so exciting, right? So we'll hit our little Cricut head here in 1 second, and it's going to go ahead and cut. So Maker, you just need to look it up on in Explore machines. You'll just use your custom dial setting. There she goes. Are you trying to get picture in picture again? Bless your heart. Bless your heart, Sean.
There we are.
See, you know technology. You get it.
Just takes me a minute.
You're in the know.
I do not know why it's doing that, and it should not be.
We don't know why it's doing that. It should not be.
Nope.
But that's okay. You know what?
Let me see if I can go back.
Sean's going to answer some questions real quick.
9 is not bad. 9 is outrageous. It's amazing how people go. Let's see. You don't have to wear gloves. Connie, again, Stanley, polyester blend. I'm sure it's a blend of anything will work. This is a polyester, and what do you call it? I forget.
What was that?
What's the other? Spandex. There's poly blends of like cotton, whatnot. So yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take my Cricut Maker out of the shot here, guys. Sorry about getting into Sean's shot. We need a permanent studio is what we need next. Sorry to hit that.
Sorry, we hit the camera.
But it's a tight space that I've been given there. Sorry about that. All right, so here is our piece.
So Nikki, everything that you go into about this, there are settings just for this stuff.
Yes, for the infusible transfer.
Just go to it.
So if you have the Maker versus the Explorer 2, if you have any of the Explorer families, you're going to set it to custom. Okay, so I'm going to show you up close here what I'm saying. Normally we would just take the weeder, pick it up. This one you kind of want to curl this until it starts it for you. It's a very different process. So almost where you curl it and then it separates right there. Do you see? That's what you're looking for. If you try to just use the weeder, a couple things is going to happen. Number one, you could nick your design, which is super sad because you just got some of the ink off of it, but you could also do more damage. So it's better to start it in that corner and give yourself a little bit more room and try not to touch the ink. Once again, Sean has said that he touched sometimes the ink and didn't make a huge difference, but there's so many variables about where you're at, where you live at, the moisture, all of that stuff. So
if you're constantly with wet fingers or oily fingers, you might want to think about that. But
so it almost has, and I don't want to say a cardstock quality, but it almost does have this cardstock quality. So that's why weeding is going to feel a little foreign at first. And that's okay. You're going to learn it. We still have our weed tools that can get in there, but we just don't want to touch areas that we don't have to. So now I can go in. Now, if you are going to use a weed tool, this is very important. Do not go underneath of it like this. And the reason why is you do not want to accidentally go in and nick that with your weeding tool. So just know intricate designs, not that it can be hard, but you just want to use caution. So, and if you have any problems with some of these innards popping out, instead of using your weed tool, if you just kind of bend it, it will pop right out, just like so.
Rhonda, we should not be frozen. We are fine.
Are we frozen? We've been having issues,
we're not.
so.
Nope, we're fine.
Okay. So once again, I'm just going to, on this spot here, I'm going to fold it till it pops out and then weed it versus using this tool and nicking it, because my oils might not do as much damage, but definitely using a weeding tool and nicking it will definitely do damage to this.
So there will be a plugin update for the new material, or it should already be updated?
I think it should already be updated.
If you turn on your machine, it should automatically update.
I think.
It should. It's on ours. Siser is coming out with here.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and now we are ready. Let's go ahead and turn on our press because it went off probably.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, you're going to have an interactive guide that walks you through all of your steps. But for now, we're going to set it at 385 for 15 seconds.
15?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to place our blank on top of our mat. Now, the reason we put a cardstock on the last one is we didn't want to accidentally get off our cardstock and hit that, which would be very, very sad. Now, on this one, instead of this, we're actually going to put the cardstock inside. And why do we do that, Sean?
This gives it a, oh, shoot. What was the reason again on that one?
So this is going to give it a protection layer and also stop the ink from bleeding through.
That's right.
I mean, I'm not, you know, saying anything, but it's just I paid attention during class.
I did too. I just couldn't remember.
And I have instructions.
Yes, you have instructions too.
So we're going to put this right in here. So you guys, I know when a product is on trend when Sean's into it. Sean's never been into iron-on. He's okay with it. He's just
fine.
Like he says, it's fine.
I've never used Design Space. I've never touched it at all. So I've never literally designed anything.
But this, when he saw this, he was like,
Yeah,
this is
fun.
cool.
This is very cool.
But I do think it's going to be one of these items, kind of like with my Chocolate Tour, where it's going to take you a few times just to feel comfortable with it. Understand the process, understand the steps, because it is just a little different.
Yep.
Okay, so the next step is to grab what, Sean? Where is my lint roller?
Lint, no, I don't know. It's
Here
right
it
there.
is. So why would we lint roll again?
Even though it's brand new, there's lint on this stuff. It'd be amazing on how much lint is actually on brand new products. Dog hair floating in the air, dust floating in the air. It's just a good way to make sure you have everything taken off.
We're going to grab my butcher paper, and we are now going to preheat it. Now, the reason we preheat it is because there is seriously moisture in here. So we just want to make sure all of that moisture is out of this, because depending on what area you live in, if you have moisture, can you zoom out a little bit? This is a little bit of a bigger project. Thanks, Sean. And Sean's going to get caught up on questions and everything. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate your guys' support, so thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
See how I naturally just move that around? You can't do that with the blanks.
Yeah.
So just remember that.
Once the thing's on.
Dun, 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 dun. Look at
Nice
that
and
cute
fat.
little baby. All right, so we can remove the butcher paper, and now we are ready. So we are going to put our design face down with the liner on this. So we're going to put this right about... And I think that's pretty straight, Johnny McCoy.
Yes.
Okay. So now we can go ahead and put our butcher paper back on. They give you a lot of butcher paper. You can see you can use it quite a bit of times. It will start burning on you. So once that happens, you do want to disregard it. So we do need to change our time because we are going to be pressing 385 for 40 seconds.
You said 15, that's why I switched it. For the
yeah,
shirt.
for the
that's
preheat.
Right. Oh, preheat.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So we're not going to move this around. We're going to put this right here. We're going to start my timer, and we're just going to do a very gentle press. So once again, there will be a Cricut Easy Press heat transfer guide that will show you the sandwich. So they're updating that and everything. Yep. Now, if you're using an iron, do not use steam.
No.
If the heat plate crosses over the seams, the designs will not use even heat. So it is very important where you place the design.
Miss Gabicki, hello.
So once again, we do not want to move our Easy Press. We do not want to shift it. We are just applying this medium pressure at this point. That's really important. Even when I lift this, we do not want to lift that design. So we're at 1 second. We can remove that. We can remove my card or my butcher paper. And we're going to let it cool.
Use the regular cutting blade, right?
Regular cutting blade, yep.
Regular cutting blade.
So once again, here's the color before it's pressed. Yep. I'm going to let it cool here for a few seconds.
Could you use dry fit? If it is polyester.
Just depends on what it is. Yeah, I don't know what dry.
I mean,
we have dry fit, but I don't know what it is. Isn't it spandex almost?
Spandex and something. But if it's a polyester blend of 50% or better, it would probably work. But all of ours are mostly dark colors.
Yeah.
Not to say you can't use a dark color. You could.
Look at that, you guys.
Ta-da.
Is that not amazing? Look at the difference. Can you zoom in and show them? That is absolutely, oh my gosh, I can't even look at. Look at this.
It looks so.
It's bright and vibrant. Now, you can machine wash it inside with cold water, mild detergent, tumble dry.
Yeah.
They did tell us not to use fabric softeners.
No fabric softeners.
So no fabric softeners. So
it just kind of ruined. Not to say, I know a lot of people use it. I think that's anything you buy that's got something printed on it, they're going to tell you don't use fabric softener on it.
So look at this. I mean, it's just so amazing. I don't know where we put our little square with the heart on it. Is it over here? I don't know, but isn't it? Oh, I have it. Look at that. So we'll use a different design next time, but absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and show you. Do they want to see the pens next, or would they like to see on a coaster next? You want? Do they want to do pens?
Pens or coasters? Let us know which one. We'll, of course, give us about 30 seconds to find that answer because it takes that long to get that coming around. Sarah, let's see. Let me get over to Facebook. It's going by so fast now. Yes, you can still use a regular iron. You cannot use steam, and you do not want to move it at all. It's like if you're using a large part, it's not going to work. It's going to be very difficult to get it done correctly. Yes, it can cherry kale. You can cut it with that too.
We can use.
Remember, the product is interchangeable.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do the pens because I know someone said
pens.
Okay, let me bring up my machine, guys. Here we go, Shawnee.
Oops. Sorry for the tight. Offload here.
All right, so we will do pens, and we will go ahead and get out a larger heat press for this because we'll do it in an adult shirt. Of course, I don't have. You know what though? Let me do it.
Let me turn this one off then.
Let me, because I don't. That's the last Cricut blank, and I won't get any more until it officially launches. So I'm waiting for it to hit Michael's too. So I want to do a video. So I'm gonna do just the back of the baby onesie again. I think. What do you think? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Darn.
So I only have 4 Cricut blanks, and I want to make sure I have some more material for you guys. So I'm just gonna use the back of the baby onesie again. And I hope that's okay for you guys.
We will do both. We just want to know which one we want to do first. We will do pen first.
Okay, so on the pens, let's share.
Where's your onesie? The one you just did.
Oh, right here.
Somebody wants to see it again.
All right, so we're gonna grab. So what I'm gonna do is, while you're answering questions, Sean, I'm gonna get this easy press. Oh, we're gonna use the onesie. So the onesie, can I see the onesie again?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot already my width.
7.
It was 7?
I think that's what you said.
Okay, perfect. All right, so Sean, can you share my desktop?
Yes. It's still up, so one sec here. There you go.
Did you read it?
Let's get one thing straight. I'm not. Oh, that's funny.
We're putting it on baby onesie, which I know is not funny, but I'm super excited because Cricut's actually added a whole bunch of images into Cricut Access for Pride Month, and it's very exciting because this is the first time. So it's a shameless plug. I know, okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. So on this one here, we are going to actually have the pen draw. So we do need to change it from cut. And we do need to change the line type from here, from cut to draw. And same on this one. So we're going to change this one from cut to draw. Now, do we need to mirror this, Sean?
Yes.
Why do we need to mirror it?
Because when you put it on the paper, you're going to have to flip it because it's got to go onto the fabric itself. Oh. So you will have to do anything with writing.
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
You're adorable.
Yes. Am I wrong?
Are you wrong? I don't know.
No,
are
I'm
you?
not. No, it needs to be backwards. It needs to be mirrored.
Yes. So does it always have to be mirrored though?
Only words need to be mirrored.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. So
yeah.
Yes, it does need to be mirrored. If I was, let's say, bringing in a little puppy dog or something, it wouldn't be mirrored. Because I'm doing this, it does need to be mirrored. So I have my image attached. I do only want it to be about 5 inches. Let's just do it 3 inches wide. And that will be 4 inches high, which is still pretty good. Now because, let's do it. We said it was 7, so let's do it 5 inches. How high is that going to give us? That's going to give us 7 inches high, which is good. Perfect. Okay, so which design do we want to do? Since we have this one out, let's do this one here. Or is that going to be too broken up? Where's my other box?
I would try to do more of a solid.
You want to do a solid?
What are we doing now?
We're doing we're drawing, duh.
We're drawing.
I'm so sorry, Sean, I apologize.
How about
You're
what
right.
color do we want to use?
What color pen? We want the ultrafine. So the pens now, sorry guys. I'm like, what are we doing again? So the pens, you're gonna know, come in 2 different sizes. You have a can you go to us now before?
Yes, we can. Hold on one second.
That's why I, for a little bit of time, maybe not do. Oh, I guess that's easy. Okay. So we have a 1.0 and we have a 0.4. Because we are doing a very, 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 very fine line on this, I'm gonna put it in and use the 0.4. Look at this. I love that they give this in everything, in all the blanks and everything. It tells you exactly where to go to get help. So you can see the 0.4. Look at how pointy that is. All right, so we're going to make sure, what are we drawing this on, Sean? Now you said what kind of paper?
It needs to be copy paper. That's too thick.
Yeah, so if you have laser paper, that is what is recommended.
But other paper will work fine as well. Yes, this is, as far as we know, this will be coming out June 21st. Again, that's June 21st at Michael's only.
All right.
For 2 months, and then in October it should be available everywhere.
All right, yep. Will you go ahead and show my design now again?
Yes. There you go.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead, now we can hit make it. Because it's words, what I'm gonna do is hit mirror it. There we go. We're gonna hit continue.
Something is not, I see nothing happening on yours.
I don't know.
Hold on.
It says that it's controlled by you. I can reopen it again for you.
Let me do this. I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry, I don't know what is happening.
Just all of a sudden, it just didn't want to do anything.
Okay, I'm gonna close out of it and relaunch it on my end then. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, it was kind of weird. It was there, and then all of a sudden...
We're having technical difficulties all day long. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
Okay, but what I'm saying is...
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is I'm shutting it down so because it's trying to connect to something that's not there.
Oh.
Is what I'm trying to tell you. So you're going to have to... Well, maybe we won't show you. So I will just go ahead and do it because I don't know what's going on with Switcher. So sorry, guys. We might have to invest in something different. So I'm just going to load my piece of cardstock while Sean kind of looks at that. Essentially what you're going to be doing is choosing the copier paper setting. And I'm actually going to use a little bit of an older map because this is a pretty thin piece of cardstock. Well, it's not cardstock, it's copier paper.
We're launching the 21st of June at Michael's only.
Yeah, it's really not showing, is it?
Did you relaunch it?
Yeah. Maybe the RCL or something is different. I don't know, Sean.
Sorry.
Oh, well, we won't show it.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
But we'll show you this. We'll show you where the real magic is, okay? So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we are on the copier paper. So let me close out of this Switcher Studio since I don't need that on my desktop. So I'm going to browse all materials. I'm going to look up just regular old copy paper. I'm going to select it. It's 20 pounds. And then I'm going to put my Cricut pen, infusible pen in here. I'm going to push up on here, make sure the arrow is facing towards me, and click it in, just like so, okay? Now, we can go ahead and close that latch. We're going to load my mat. We're going to let it do its thing.
Karen, if it's going to be on Cricut's official online site, we were originally told not until after the 2 months, but now it might. So we really don't know.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I was gonna hit the thing. So I don't know.
There she goes. So can you just go up on us while it does its thing, because it's going to draw for a second here, so we can answer questions. So, all right, guys, as that is drawing, a couple things to remember here. This is going to be an exclusive to Michaels first, meaning that they're going to have it for the first 2 months. Michaels was so impressed by this product, they wanted first dibs, which it is truly amazing. Obviously, I've used pens before like this, but the quality of this pen is amazing. But the amount of thought and innovation that went into the transfer sheets is just absolutely amazing.
It is quite amazing.
It is. So remember that there is going to be a lot of different packs coming out at launch. Once again, they are different price points. You're going to have a 4-pack. The 4-pack is essentially what will have the 2 solids and 2 patterns that are going to match for layering of this. There is going to be 4 packs of Cricut Infusible Ink pens. These are a 1.0 and a 0.4 depending on what your project is. And then of course there is going to be Cricut blanks. This is going to be adult shirts, youth shirts, baby onesies, totes, 2 different sizes of totes. The Cricut transfer tape, which is the heat resistant tape, excuse me.
You use, so many people, I remember somebody asked what that's for. Do you remember what the oh, sorry.
And then there will be coasters, Cricut blanks.
Okay.
You're trying to go in a different direction, so that's fine. So the transfer tape, to Sean's point, which is over there, you should have everything over there, Shawnee. Okay. So this is, you can go above while it's doing this, we can show them. Why don't you explain what that's for?
Transfer tape, it's a heat resistant up to a certain degree. I forget exactly what it is, but it's mostly used to put things, to tape down your transfers on things like your coasters, so it will not move, because you don't want this to move while you're using it.
Correct. So to Sean's point, this is on coasters. When we placed our image down, we taped it down and it's resistant up to 400 degrees.
Right.
So, and it won't leave a mark. If you were to, let's say, use Scotch tape or something like that, it could leave a mark. So this is going to come into play for coasters. You could technically, I wouldn't use it on the shirts. It's mostly going to be for those harder items and stuff. So look at this. So we're actually we wrote this in black, and I'm going to actually grab the 1.0 neons and color it on the inside when this comes out. So my coloring will probably be a little faster and wild, because I'm not going to take a ton of time to color this all in, but I just want to give you the point. The big key to this is going to be the fact that you are trying to, this will be basically an outline design. So first of all, I'm going to take my pen out, put my cap back on.
So will this work for silhouette?
Will what work for silhouette?
Pens, everything else.
I have not tried it in the silhouette. This, I wanted to do my, you guys know me, I like to do my unboxing with you. So I'm literally doing first impressions with you. So as long as the pen can hold, the transfer sheets, you technically don't need a Cricut machine at all.
Nope.
Or an easy press. It would make
anything.
it easier. Everything's going to be designed, but you don't need it. All right, Sean's going to zoom in here. Sean's going to zoom in here.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm just going to take this and literally just start coloring it. Now, a couple things to keep in mind when doing this is these are pretty juicy. Now, the one thing I have to say is, if you notice during this entire time, did I have these pens sitting up? Did I have to put them up for 15 minutes? Nope. They've been on their side. So that is what's great, is there is no store your pens this way, do that. It is literally just have a lot of fun. Now, I am going to probably color outside the lines, which is fine. That's what makes life great. And we're just going to kind of do just maybe the top row, do you think? So I don't spend a...
Sure. Will this transfer to tiles? If the tile has is coated with polyester, it will, but most tiles are not. So probably
yeah,
not.
It's going to be a lot of education around what can you use this on. Now, the great thing I'm excited about is in the Cricut aisles at Michaels, they're going to be carrying all of the different blanks. and they have not said anything to me about saying like this is what's coming next. But I assume, because I personally think that this is a, we can get rid of that if you want.
Sorry, you were just shaking the camera up above.
If you want to go around there and get rid of it is what I'm saying, because we're going to be pressing.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep. So, because I think this is going to be such a huge hit out of the doors, I do think that we are going to see Cricut come out with some more blanks. Because could you imagine Christmas ornaments and mouse pads and ceramic mugs and... I mean, the list goes on and on. What else, Sean, could we...
Shoot. I just grabbed, my watch just grabbed the camera and probably moved it.
Uh-oh. See, yeah, we should have a different... We're looking... It's kind of exciting time for us. We're looking at a studio, hopefully, where we can do all of our lives outside of our home and everything. So sorry about the camera shaking. I really do apologize. Now, once again, I am not going for pretty, everyone. So it's going to be outside the lines, and that's okay, because I just want to show you how this is demonstrated. You could take the time and...
Do we want to use the bigger...
No, because I'm just going to cut it there. I just did that image to be funny, is all. So we're going to cut this off right... Well, let's do just this.
Sure.
And we'll do the outline just to show them what it looks like. All right, so let's say this is my design right there.
Are we using laser paper or just normal copy paper?
We're just using 20-pound copy paper.
So 20-pound copy paper, laser works a hair bit better, but that's all you need.
Yep, so I'm gonna grab this. Here is this right here. We wanna make sure we grab our baby onesie. Remember, I'm just doing this on the backside of the baby onesie because I wanna keep that other blank to do some actual edited videos for you guys. So the first thing I'm gonna do is inserting cardstock. Now they recommend 80-pound cardstock, white. I will stress that it needs to be white. All you're using this cardstock for is this barrier. So it will help it for the ink to not go through, and it will also not...
This will not work on mugs unless, again, it has got polyester on it. What are you looking
Correct. My lint roller. Oh, it's behind here. So once again, lint. Yeah. Now, why do we do this, Shawnee?
You want to get everything off it, which is good because I saw a piece of glitter on there. I saw a piece of glitter on there.
What?
What? Glitter?
What?
It can't be.
All right. So we're just going to make sure.
Does not have to be laser paper. Does not.
Does not.
It's the best to use, but does
recommended,
not.
but it does
highly
not.
Recommended. Does
yeah.
not.
So the butcher paper, once again, comes in here. So we're going to go ahead and get this. Remember, we are pressing this for how long, Sean, on the pre-adhesive?
Preheat is 15 seconds.
15 seconds. So do not skip. Two things I'm going to tell you guys. Do not skip is the heat press, or being the lint roller, and then the heat press.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead and do we want to do picture-in-picture and show this, or just that? Whatever what anyone wants.
Absolutely.
I always never know what people want because I don't want to block it, but on the same hand, I know people like that. So I'm just going to preheat this for 15 seconds. Now I'm doing it at 40, so I just need to get down to 15 seconds would be 25.
25.
So once again, this is getting any additional moisture.
Can you use parchment paper?
No, because parchment paper has, I believe, doesn't have a wax in it, or you know, I don't know. That's a good question.
They said they tested it,
and it didn't work as good as butcher paper.
Butcher paper works way much better.
Yeah, so I would say use butcher paper. It comes with the blanks. There's no reason to do that.
Yes, Cindy Shep. If the mug is been made to be used for sublimation, it should work because that mug has polyester on it.
Yes. So we're going to use our heat resistant tape because this is pretty lightweight. So anytime something is lightweight, I would recommend taping it down so this way it doesn't shift, because you really do not want that shift in there. And especially when you're coming with like layered designs and stuff like that, you want to. Now I have used this before. Once again, this is designed by Cricut to work with this. So this is the Cricut Thermal Transfer Tape. This is the one that I would use. Would others work? Possibly, not sure.
You, Mary, Level, you cannot use Teflon on this at all.
On what?
On this. You cannot use a Teflon barrier. Teflon
I see what you're saying.
decreases your temperatures by a lot, so it will not work. You must use butcher paper when you do this.
Good job, Shawnee.
Yes, do not use Teflon whatsoever.
Okay,
Can you do this on polyester outdoor shirts? If it's
on which one?
On polyester outdoor shirts, sure.
You should be. Once again, guys, I can't stress it enough. Just test it.
Test
I
it.
wouldn't do your big project and then hope for the best. I would possibly take a little bit of it and just test it. Now, what's cool about this, and I don't know if I have one upstairs, we might have gotten rid of it, is this is designed to fit into every tape dispenser. So if it can have 3M Scotch tape dispensers, you know those? That's what this is designed for. So this way you don't have to always be worrying about finding the end. So I would buy a tape dispenser and that. Will you make sure, Sean, that when you're answering questions, you're actually saying the question, because you're just saying stuff and people that watch the replay might be a little confused.
Can you do this on a polyester outdoor shirt from Barbara Facebook? Yes, you could. If it's a 65%, 50% or higher in polyester, yes, you could use it. Somebody said they did look up those athletic dry shirts, 100% polyester. So they
should work.
Should work.
It might not be as vibrant once again, but it should work.
Yeah.
So we're just going to put this on for how long, Sean?
This will be 40 seconds.
Now this is 385, 40 seconds using the Easy Press 2. There will be an interactive guide, like I had said earlier, that if you are using some sort of medium, that's fine. You want to make sure your entire image is covered, which I believe it is, and no shifting. Now, the reason we use the transfer tape on this is because it's such lightweight paper, we don't want that design shifting.
Yeah. Shanna Schuler. We recommend laser copy paper because it is designed to handle a high level of heat. It also has a special coating that helps keep infusible ink drawings from bleeding, so you get a clean.
So this is why you need the butcher paper.
Yeah, see.
This is such pigmented ink that it bled through, so we're not going to use that piece of butcher paper again. Once again, we are avoiding steam. Why do we avoid steam and seams?
Steam and seams seams, obviously you don't want anything to go on a seam because you're going to probably lose part of your transfer. Steam, it's already creating its own steam. The ink actually will create its own steam. That's how it actually gets into the fiber. But you don't want to add to it because then it could actually bleed your ink farther out than you want. Correct.
So now why can't I use that butcher paper again, Sean? Can you show them again just so people understand that? So it actually has now infusible ink in there.
Yeah, there's now infusible ink on there. I mean, you could use this part, just can't use this part, obviously. So if you need a little piece that's not got ink on it, go ahead. And then again, the reason that we do not want to use parchment has a slight wax on it, and that could cause a problem with a good transfer. Look at that.
You guys look.
I'm going to zoom in here.
Now, of course, excuse my messy coloring. I mean, I'm definitely out of the lines, but look at how vibrant that is. It didn't shift at all. We have great consistent heating, everything. So even that outline, look at that. That is absolutely, I mean, I can't get over this stuff. And, you know, I got a lot of people asking me, Ken, I thought you were no longer a Cricut product expert. Why are you going to promote? And it's fact is, this stuff is so revolutionary. It's so amazing. There's nothing like it on the market. We were so excited to be part of this. So just look at this. So we are ready to do coasters. Before I do that, though, let's go ahead and make sure there's no more questions. Any questions, Mr. Shawnee?
Mary Lovell, that is exactly what's happening here as well.
What?
Exactly that. It says, I know immersion printing, the ink actually turns into a gas, and that's how it bonds the fabric. That's exactly what this is doing. The exact same thing. So yes.
Yes.
Polyester is tubular. It's actually hollow.
Hollow.
And that's why it can go into it.
Yes.
Yes.
Sean he is on point, guys. Look at him.
Does this work on heat press mugs also? If you have a mug that you find that can be used for sublimation, yes. How do you put it on? I don't know. I know they have, like, There are some special heat presses
Can you go
for
test
mugs.
while you're talking, and then we will go to coasters while we
Yeah.
answer these questions.
So yeah, I don't know how you would do it without one, so it's very interesting.
So the coasters are 3.5. I'm going to, because I can't get my desktop to show, I can't show you what we're doing. But just like everything else, we are going to bring a design in, cut it, mirror it if we need to, and go through that process.
So,
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Sean.
somebody wanted to know, could you use the same one and like to see how much of it fades?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yes, I see what they're saying.
Yes.
On which one?
Probably
on this
on that
or
one.
on this?
Oh, it's either one, I'm sure.
I don't want to use it on Cricut though. So let me see if I have a blank, and then we'll do that in just a
You
second.
just want to do on the backs of these
Sure, why don't we do
t-shirts?
that? Sure, why not, Shawnee?
Sure, we can do that.
So I'm going to grab the one that we did on the baby onesie. So someone asked the question, can we see how much basically can we reuse it to see how much it fades? So we're going to use the back of a shirt. I'm still going to go through all of the processes. So we're going to use my lint roller.
Deborah, absolutely will not work. That is, will a heat gun work? No, it has to be constant heat at a certain temperature, and it has to be touching. A heat gun will actually probably catch this on fire or melt it. A heat gun.
Yeah, I probably would. You're right. Yeah. So I'm going to preheat this for 15 seconds, and let's see how much color comes out. That's a great question, whoever asked that. Thank you for asking that before we move on to coasters. That was awesome. That's what I'm here for, guys. That's what I love about my channel, is this is interactive. Let's put things to the test.
Thank you for popping up those prices, Maria, sorry. I can't read very well right now. Yes, thanks for putting
you don't
those
have
up.
your cheaters?
I have my mono thing.
Gotcha.
It's just a little off.
All right, so I am going to put a piece of cardstock in here. Just because I still have some infusible ink in the buffalo plaid on the front, so I just want to make sure that that is protected. So we have that. And now we are going to put these just face down just to see, to whoever asked, how much of it goes through. So it's probably not lined up or anything. We're going to grab our butcher paper, and I think... So it starts.
Oh, thanks, Renee.
You know what? I'm going to bring this up just a smidgen, because I think since I'm using the baby, little baby, let's do it just over here, right about. I think that's good. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put this on. I think I can get it all in there, and we're going to hit start.
Watercolor seasons. Can we use our iron? You can.
Do you know you're on us and not on what's happening?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
There we go.
I got you.
Yes,
peeps.
You can. No steam. It needs to be at least 385 degrees if you know how to get it to an exact temperature, and you can't move your iron at all. Once it's on, it has to stay on. You do not move it at all.
Correct.
Yeah, if mugs state that they're made for sublimation, it'll work. But again, I do not know how you.
Well, there is heat presses for mugs.
Yeah.
Like there's a mug wrap and stuff.
Yeah.
Cricut hasn't released a Cricut blank with a mug. I assume, you guys, I think this is going to be so popular, so I assume we're going to see that, but you never know. Just respond to that and say, I'm friends with him, so I'll reach out. I don't know why Tanner's talking crap on me, whatever that comment is, but I adore Tanner to pieces, so. All right. So we've let it cool, and let's go ahead and see what kind of transfer we got. So you can see there.
Yeah.
That one we got a little bit more, but those are probably a little bit more.
They're more juicy, more saturated into that, so that's why that one can be used twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And M. Campbell, yes, you can use your silhouette. Because any product can work on any machine, because it's just you're just cutting product. Can you test the markers with a stamp?
I can. We're going to do coasters first.
Coasters first?
I want to show you learning mistakes is everything. And guys, I made a mistake. So, because I had that infusible ink on the front and I completely forgot about it. This tells you how much ink's in it though. I forgot to put down a protective sheet and I should have. And look what happened.
Went right through it.
Went right through it. This is telling you how much ink is in the stuff. So that's right on. So just make sure if you're learn from Ken's little mistakes there and make sure of that.
There you go. Make sure you have it all covered up.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and let me do this.
Oh, I see, Corinne.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So Corinne says he wasn't talking crap. It's just you're exclusive to Cricut or only promoting Cricut. Well, that's not me anymore. So I'm no longer a Cricut product expert. So you guys will be seeing a ton more, and I don't need to cover that anymore in detail.
No.
All right, guys. So, ooh, these are. I'll let you work on that. I'm gonna bring in a design. Why don't you just go up on us for a second while you do this, since we can't do our thing. You know what, guys? I will always say this. Put love out into the world. It will come back. I know Tanner personal. He is a good guy. So I don't think it was an attack on me at all, y'all. All right. Let's do a cool coaster. What do you want to put on our coaster, Sean?
Kind of got any designs or anything?
Well, of course, Sean. We have Cricut Access. We have 75,000 images at our disposal.
Boy, they use some heavy-duty plastic.
They don't want you. There's no kidding around, Sean.
No, there's it. There we go.
No kidding around, I'm telling you. So there is an image set in Cricut Access called coasters. So it is a perfect size to these coasters, which is great.
Oh, sweet, they did that.
Yes, isn't that awesome?
Did they give us a
Yep.
Wow, they give you one. How cool is that?
Yep. What's that?
I think that's a...
Well, you ripped my package, it should tell you. Infusible ink, transfer sheet, pen and markers. Cool. All right. So these are our coasters. They are going to be in multiple different sizes. So that's really exciting. I cannot share my screen with you still. Let me try one more time so I can show you what we're cutting.
See what happens.
Let's try this. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed.
It's popped up.
Tape measure keeps disappearing. Do you have it over here, Mr. Shawnee?
What are you looking for?
My tape measure. Oh, I have them both.
Here we go.
Are we up?
Yep, you're up.
Oh, how exciting. So I think we're going to cut this. What do you think?
I think I like that.
You think you like that, or you do like that? I think I like that.
Thanks, Teresa.
I think I like that.
Oh, he was talking about everybody in general. Okay, yeah, that's... No
you guys don't even...
Yeah.
I'm serious. I know Tanner. He is awesome.
Yes,
he's
very
a nice
awesome
guy. In general, I will say... Can you go back up on us really quick? Because I do want to address this because now everyone's talking about it and stuff. So in general, and I'll be 100% honest, one of the main reasons I'm no longer a product expert with Cricut is the fact that I show you guys so many different products. I'm going to show you the Silhouette. I'm going to show you the Cricut. I'm going to show you ThermalWeb. And I get it. Cricut product experts are supposed to be product experts of Cricut, know it inside and out, you know, use that exclusively, all of that stuff. So I understand why I'm not a product expert, because I would never want to do that, because my whole intent of my channel going all the way back is to bring you unbiased, honest reviews from a perspective of not making money or anything else besides getting you the information.
That's right.
So believe me, all the conversation, you guys don't have to say it. I know Tanner, we spent time with him he went to the Silhouette Summit. He is a great guy.
Yep.
We swam with dolphins with him.
That's what it is.
So I'm not even worried about it, you guys.
Nope. So anyway.
All right, so we can go back to my desktop, hopefully. Here we go.
There we go.
So this is what we're going to be cutting out, and we're just going to go ahead and hit make it. I do not have to mirror it. And why is that, Sean?
We do not have to mirror it because it is not a word.
So we can cut it as is, no big deal?
As is, unless you really want it to be different, backwards.
All right, let's bring out my maker. Can I use this with any other machine?
Yes.
Perfect. And what color should we do this one in, Sean?
Let me see what colors we have.
I'll go grab one. That one, well, let's put back in the package. And, ooh, we're going to do it in this one. So excited. That one there. But I'll grab it. Can we put this? We have a mess going, everyone.
Yes, I've got such a mess.
But that's okay. Mess is where it's at.
And that goes in there, and that goes in there.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Shawnee.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, guys. So we're going to be opening my maker here now. So this here is our butcher paper, essentially.
Yeah. Prices, please.
Do you still have that or no?
I know somebody posted it in YouTube. Maybe if I go back far enough. I can see it. Let's see.
So once again, I'm going to be a strict on this, and you only want to use as much as you need of this stuff. So I'm only going to cut a 5-inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
While you cut that, I'm going to read right off. Okay. Transfer sheets 4-pack, $17.99. Transfer sheet 2-pack, $12.99. All pen packs, 5 pens, $14.99. Heat resistant tape, $6.99. Large tote, $11.99. Medium tote, $9.99.
You have such an announcer voice. It's beautiful.
Baby bodysuit, $6.99. Youth shirt, $7.99. Adult shirt, $9.99. Coaster round or square, 4-pack, $12.99. There you go, Renee.
Sean.
Oh, thanks, Maria. She put it right back up. Thank you, Maria. She is on it. Thank you, thank you.
You guys are awesome possums. Okay, so I have my transfer infusible ink. We're going to be cutting it out in this beautiful red. Isn't this gorgeous? It's gorgeous. So we're going to grab a mat. Yes, Sean, sorry to interrupt.
Somebody was asking, so is this closer to a vinyl process versus an ink screen print? How does this process compare to Chalk Couture?
So that is a great question, and I had a lot of thought on this of, okay, how does this compare to a product that I already have? And it's completely different. Chalk Couture is essentially, I want to say, you're doing a paste and heating it and setting it in, but once again, you can only do so many layers. This is infusing it into the fabrics. I'm concerned I don't have it big enough.
It's supposed to be over 4?
Well, it's 3.75, but I have it super close.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Well, I know, but we don't know where it's cutting, so.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
So it's going to be right up on the 4-inch. It's fine there. And it's literally going to cut right on the 4-inch down here. So I'm going to turn around.
Almost 400 people. Thanks, everybody. That's just on YouTube. I wonder how many we have on.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, everyone, for sharing the love and being there for us.
Betty, no, it does not need to be a Cricut shirt. It's just that when they did their testing, they went out and they tried to figure out the best blend, the best way to get the most vibrant. That's why they have their own blanks. Not to say you need to use their own blanks, but hey.
Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest. This might not be the right size. Can you go ahead?
Yeah.
Nope, leave it on there. So we're going to go ahead and once again, we're going to attach the maker. We're going to go ahead. Now, if this was words, remember, we need to
mirror it.
Mirror it.
Yes,
so, all right. So we are then going to hit browse all materials. Once again, it's already in there. I'm assuming it will probably be a main item on the screen once it's done. It tells us exactly what to do. We have the regular fine point blade, so everything is perfect. We're gonna hit our load mat, and then we're gonna let it do its thing. We're just gonna hit cut.
Off we go.
And off we go.
So you don't think this will eliminate iron-on, says Tisha?
I don't.
I don't think so, no. It's just another thing to have, yeah. Yeah, mirror, mirror on the wall. You were right, Penny. Here we go.
It's cutting. While it's cutting, we can go back up to us for a little bit and chat with some peeps.
See if we can find a couple other questions. Fabric content. Renee, once again, the fabric contact must be polyester. It can be a polyester blend for those ones that are not the blanks. The blanks are 95 polyester, 5 spandex.
Yeah.
The more polyester there's in it, the better the transfer, the more vibrant the color will be. Will not work on cotton, period.
Yes.
So if you want cotton, that's when you want to use your iron-on.
Okay, I know you're answering questions, but I just want to address this. So it is going to seem like there are certain things that you are going to be pressing forever. So when you get into this and you use the interactive guide, there is some stuff that we had to press a long time, especially with the pens, which we were like, oh my gosh. And it's just because the longer you press, the higher that color concentration is. So just make sure you're following the instructions, you're using that interactive guide, and it will point you in the right direction.
Kelly Winter, can you use this on the Explorer Air 2? You betcha. Basically with this, you are cutting with an inked paper unless you are using ink pens. Yes, sublimation printers prints the ink on the paper and then you use the heat press to bond to the primary level. Yes, basically the same thing. So everything has actually already been done for you. The printed, the prints, the solids, and again, there's going to be a lot more coming out. This is just what they have now. There will be a lot more blanks. This is just the launch, the beginning of the launch. So be prepared to see a lot more coming out from Cricut.
Okay, so other things that you're going to want to know on coasters. Number one is we're not going to use a lint roller to remove any debris. We're actually going to use a lint-free cloth. So you want to make sure that there's no debris or anything on that coaster. Even though it is straight out of the package, because of static electricity, guys, it will easily cling to these items. So make sure that we just gently clean those. Also, because I'm already getting private messages, absolutely we are going to make very quick, short videos around this. And I assume Cricut is also going to be doing a lot of education around this. I personally feel this is something that I truly do think it's going to revolutionize, you know, garment wearing and stuff. So I do anticipate that Cricut probably will release a lot of blanks for this. This is just the initial launch.
Just initial launch. You know, it takes a long time to get more and more stuff out. This is just the beginning.
Yes.
Judy Ben Leroux.
That was good.
Thank you. Is parchment paper the same as butcher paper? It is not. Butcher paper has no wax or whatever coating parchment has. Do not use parchment paper. Use butcher paper when you use this. And if you have butcher paper that you got from the butcher, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and they do give it to you and everything.
This
is just, I don't think this is, I think this is just separating it personally because I would still.
It's got a very weird feeling on it. And it didn't say it came with it.
Yeah, I would still use butcher paper for that part. So.
Lisa, yes. Lisa Rodriguez, you're late to the game on break from work. Sorry you had to work. Missed the launch. Do you have the product? No, it's like, oh, I'm sorry you had to work.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, so you have to work.
We have a few pieces of the product that they did send us early while we were product experts. We went down to Cricut. Yes, I was lying to you guys all saying it was a meeting. It was a meeting, but it was also the launch of this, but we were sworn to secrecy. So for all of you that reached out to me and said, please give me a hint, and I said, I truly cannot give you a hint. That is why. It was a very big launch, very exciting, and I would never take this away from Cricut and all of the hard employees that worked to make this happen. I mean, I think they said they've been working on it for 2 years. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the backing, just the backing transfer tape that are on this stuff alone took 18 months.
Yeah.
They tried it one way. They tried it another way. They said they didn't like this. This took too long. This didn't work as well. And they finally came out with a way where the backer sheet is already infused to your paper, which makes it really cool.
All right, so we're going to do some weeding now. Let me show you guys here. We have a lot of weeding to do because I did get this. So what we're going to do, go back to us, Mr. Shawnee, is you want to roll away your design until where it almost does what they're calling a crack, which is basically right there. It cracks away from that backing. So then you can easily, and let me see here.
Can you use pens on dark colored shirts? I know they were talking about things about light colored, dark colored. Obviously you couldn't use black on black because you'd never see it.
Yeah.
Maybe a red shirt and used blue, black, that would probably work just fine as long as it's polyester.
Yep.
You'll be fine.
Now it did cut off of my coaster a little bit, so we're not going to have a straight coaster. That is fine. But we are going to start weeding. So while I weed, you can bring it up and answer some questions because it's going to take me a second here to weed all this.
Let's see. Will this product be available on the Cricut website? Not until after 2 months. It comes out June 21st at Michael's only. It will be, so I think what people were misunderstanding, and this might be right, but I do not know for sure. Michael's online might have it first, online first on the 16th.
Correct.
That might be what they were talking about. So Michael's online will have it first. 21st will be in the store. Michael's only for 2 months up until October. After October, then it should be on the Cricut online and probably in other stores. Obviously, you don't want it in one place. You want it everywhere so everybody can have a chance to get it. Because not everybody has a Michael's.
What? I know, that's
I
sad.
know, that's what's sad. Not everybody.
So I'm going to have you guys see this again because there is times where you're going to weed it. And sometimes it will do this. Don't worry about that. That's just paper. No big deal. But sometimes when you weed it, you're going to be like, well, my pieces didn't fall out. Once again, that's that cracking process. So I don't want you to compare it to, per se, vinyl and say, well, gosh, it didn't weed. Sometimes you do need to just do that cracking. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm not worried because my hands aren't sweaty. They're not wet. So I am not going to freak out about it. I'm not getting anything. The one thing I will say is if you are using a pokey tool, pokey no jokey, be so careful, guys, because if you accidentally scrape off this ink, that's the sadness because you can't get that back.
Alessandro, hi. Brazil watches us. Yes, they do. Hello,
We
Brazil.
love Brazil.
Hello, Brazil. We're trying to find a way to get down there. Because I know there's lots of stuff that go down there. Thank you for watching. Is this similar to Artistry? Yeah, basically.
What?
Is this similar to Artistry?
Well, Artistry doesn't have the trim. You can go back on us.
Yeah,
Why
sure.
it says people are going to get bored. So Artistry does not have the transfer sheets. Artistry does have markers. I have not compared the two. So they do have some sort of the markers. The markers, though, did not fit in the Cricut machines. They did fit in other machines. So just keep that in mind that this is the first official markers that fit into the machine and tested by Cricut. I'm a firm believer in this whole back buy. The one thing I will say that I really admire about Ashish is every time I've talked to him, it's never been about, I want to be first to the market, I want to be the most revolutionary, I want to be making the most money. His thing has always been, I want to make sure it's something that we deliver to the market that at the end of result is great for the consumers, easy to use, and safe. And that is what's most important.
I live 15 minutes away from Michael's and Joann's. That's nice.
I am so, you guys, when this releases at Michael's, you better believe I'm going to do a live in there. Well, I have to ask, but I'm going to do a live in their store and buy everything that I can.
Hello, Costa Rica.
Probably should not have picked such an intricate design, but that's what I wanted. So.
That's okay. It's cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live, what, 4 minutes away from a Joann's?
Yeah,
up the
but then
hill.
it won't be at Joann's. But
Nope.
the Michael's, where this stuff will be, we live in between two of them.
Yeah, about
But the
10
other one,
minutes.
everyone freaks out because when we go to our north side Michael's, because we live really, literally next to this Michael's that's literally next door to a Hobby Lobby. It's like they couldn't be closer.
Yeah. Yeah, you do not need to have an Easy Press 2 except for this. Although, no, you can still use the one on this. You're just going to be leaving it on longer.
But look at on the package anywhere. It doesn't say, it says that this is, designed to work with any infusible ink product, but nowhere does it say you have to have a Cricut Maker for this or a Cricut Explorer machine or a heat press. This was designed that anyone can use it. So that's another thing I love about it is this is not a, you have to use with a, Cricut product. You can use it.
Jennifer says, I bought a new Cricut and oops, where'd it go? Sorry, Jennifer. So Jennifer says, I bought a new Cricut and I have no idea what I'm doing with it. It's still in the box. Jennifer, pop it out. Plug it in. Add.
When in doubt, pop it out.
Yep. Lisa G, no cotton, 0 cotton unless it's at least 50% polyester.
It just won't work.
Polyester is the key because polyester is
Because what happens during a sublimation process?
The sublimation process is that once you add heat, the ink is obviously liquid. Liquid turns to steam. Steam then gets absorbed into the polyester fibers because it's tubular, it's round, it's hollow. That's how it gets in there. Is it getting a little rough?
Well, no, the cut's fine. It's just, it didn't cut all the way 100%. I mean, it did, but I'm still having to do this. It shouldn't be this hard. It should be able to flake out. But I really used my machine this weekend a lot to do a ton of vinyl.
Thank you, Sue, for answering that.
Cutting. So I think that's what it's... I don't want you guys to think that this is normally how long it will take to weed, because that is not the case.
I thought the temp instructions say 400 degrees.
For which one?
I'm not sure.
So on the package it says 400 degrees, but because we're using the Easy Press, we're going off of the Easy Press recommended settings. So you always want to use the recommended settings for your machine. So if you have a heat press and you're going to be using this with the heat press, you're going to use it for whatever that manufacturer says. So if it has a setting for, per se, a sublimation ink, you're going to use that. So even though it says 400 degrees, that's basically what it's saying is it can go up to that 400 degrees and produce the results that you're looking for.
Dolores Bennett, will they come out with something for cotton?
Yep.
No, because
that's what iron-on is.
That's what iron-on is for, is cotton.
This will only work. So you're asking for something that just possibly can't be done with sublimation. That's a sublimation thing. All right, so there's my weed job. Let's go ahead and now press it.
Oh, Crystal has a good question. Yeah, Crystal, ask your question in it, then I'll see it a little faster.
So we're going to take our coaster, which is where, Shawnee? Right here.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my lint-free cloth just to make sure all of the debris is away. So you can see there. Oh, they can't see, Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not on me. Sorry.
There we go.
Okay, so we're going to use this to get all of the debris off of that coaster. So basically, we are going to make sure that our mat has a cardstock. So let's grab a piece of my cardstock, which is right here, to protect my mat, because look what happened. I didn't protect it last time, and oopsie doodly. So we want to make sure that we place that down. So once our easy mat, we're going to place the design face down on our coaster, just like so. So it's going to end up going right there.
Hello, Melbourne, Australia. Hello. Can you use oven for coasters?
I don't believe so.
Please, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, Irene. You cannot put it, you can't use the oven to put this on the coaster.
Is that what they're asking?
That might be, that you cannot know.
Okay, so mine, it shouldn't shift, but just to be on the safe side, I am going to put some heat-resistant tape because it is bowing a little bit, and I do have it cut to a perfect size.
You bet, Laura.
So, and I think I got all my weeding spots. So it's going what? Face down, just like we've said before. And then just like that, we need to make sure that we use butcher paper. It is included with all of your blanks. It's on the inside.
That's pretty awesome. This is what should be butcher paper.
Maybe should. We should give them that.
Maybe you should do it.
All right, so we're going to put our butcher paper on. Now, once again, we're going to heat this. Do not shift it. Try not to move it. Anything. We are going to be doing this at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Okay? So, now, cool thing is let's say you are using a bigger Easy Press. You could do multiple coasters at the same time.
You can.
Yeah, really exciting stuff. So, now coasters are going to be hot. And when they say, you can go up test really quick, because I want to make sure they know this. Coasters will be extremely hot. And it was so funny because when we were testing this, you naturally want to pick up the coaster, and a few people did, and they were like, wow, that's still hot. So it's very, very hot because you're heating this coaster up to 400 degrees.
Yeah,
so please be careful.
It'll be hot.
And stuff. So we're not going to move this anywhere. So let's go back to this. We're going to put this directly on our design. We're going to do 460 seconds and just medium. Now we're not moving. We're not doing anything if you can avoid it. Because once again, what will happen if you do that, Sean?
So again, yeah, do not move it because then you'll get a ghosting effect or get a double image. Oh, I see, Catherine. What about after a coaster? Well, this coaster here, this kind of coaster, you do not want to put in the oven because it's got cork in the back. The ceramic one, you probably could, and once it's in there, it's in there. The heat should not change it, but I do not know why you would want to stick a coaster inside of an oven.
I wouldn't be playing with that near your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are the coasters ceramic? This one is not. This one
I think it is. Read the back of that while you threw it away, but yeah, I don't know what you're doing with all the backings.
The round ones were like, these are ceramic.
It's
the other
in there,
one,
I think you threw. It's right there, Shawnee.
Okay.
You threw it away. We can get that information. I think.
Yeah, I don't think those are. I think it's just a material. There is a metal material in between the cork and the material.
I think.
These are ceramic.
Yeah, those are ceramic for sure. Those are the round ones. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to remove my butcher paper. I'm going to let this cool just because it is hot, but let's see what the design at least looks like.
It's already coming off, so it's ready.
Oh, and look at that difference. Look at it. So there's all the sublimation. Here is the original pattern. Now mine, I didn't have it perfectly aligned, but still look at that, you guys.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that gorgeous? That's the original. And there it is. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeousness. So let's just bring in some of the stuff we've already designed just so you guys can see it again. And then, of course, we'll let you go, and then we will be making a ton more.
Do these need to be sealed? No.
No sealing, nothing.
No, these are literally infused, hence the word infusible ink, infused into the material. You can wash it, wipe it, whatever, clean this. You can immediately wash these once you have it on there.
We'll be doing a washing test. I'm just bringing up everything we have made with this stuff.
Maria, could you pop those prices up again if you still have it nearby?
So there's the Be Bold one. We have another shirt over by you.
Yep, sure do.
We have one of the Cricut totes. So look at this tote. Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
And look at that, beautiful. I mean, just look at that. This is in the fabric.
Yep, it's in it.
So
you don't feel like an iron-on, you feel the iron-on.
Yeah, this is, you don't feel it. Let me see if I can get you an angle here. It doesn't come up off the fabric. You can see right there, it's infused into the fabric. I love the fact that I can stretch it and it just goes right back. No cracking, no nothing. It is simply amazing.
Simply.
I could not be more excited for this product.
So once again, somebody was saying, what about silicone? Okay, here's the silicone paper. Very, very thick. The problem with this is that this will literally change the temperature, and there's not enough heat transferring through this to your transfer paper, ink, or whatever. It won't work. So you must use the butcher paper. No parchment. Parchment has wax in it. Don't use it.
Yeah, it's just I would use the butcher paper. It comes included, so Cricut is even basically saying by doing that, we agree 100% that this is more, the best way to do it, and they're giving you enough. You can see you can use it again unless you're doing that writing. But I would agree with Sean that you definitely want to use the parchment.
Hi, Miss Allie. Are you at lunch?
Miss Allie.
Are you at lunch?
All right, so let's show you just some of our designs again before we leave, and then we'll do one more question, Q&A.
Sure.
Let's start with shirts.
I wanted to answer something real fast.
Oh, okay.
Where'd it go? Can you do it on wood? If not wood by itself, as is a piece of wood, no. It has to be polyester. Some people are saying that there's a polyester spray out there. Try it. I don't know. Must be polyester. Yes, you can. Yes, sorry, Carla. I saw that's the question. Yes, if you have a professional heat press, yes, you can use it as well. There should be instructions if you have one of those to tell you what the temperature and how much time.
Yes. All right, so shirt-wise, we have this one. It is the Be Bold. It's in this beautiful red and black print. Look at that, gorgeous.
Buffalo print.
Buffalo print. We have this one, which was the other one, which is Be Bold. This is in the colorful, I think it's cheetah or leopard, but look at that. You're not going to be able to get this with iron-on. You won't. Even printable iron-on will lay on top of the shirt. It is not infused into the shirt
not at all.
like this is. Here's the stuff we made. Look at this star, the little practice sheet they give you. Look at that color, you guys.
Vibrant.
Vibrant. And then we have this one, which is Little Miracle on one side. Look at that. And then on the back side, we have where we used our pens. Beautiful.
This will be available online, Michael's only, on the 16th of June at their store on the 21st.
And guys, I can't stress enough, I'll show you how to do it, but there is a link down below that will take you to Cricut site, and you can get on the mailing list of when it's available. And I'll show you that at the end again. This is the Cricut Tote. The Tote comes in 2 different sizes. This one here is the one we made while we were there. Love is in the air. Isn't that amazing? And then coasters. So these are the different coasters. Like Sean said, these are ceramic. These have the cork on the back, and I believe it's the coating. But look at this. We actually colored these. These are all the actual transfer sheets.
So they gave us these that already had these printed on there. They were done with a blank ink pens first, and then we just took the pens and colored them all in. I did this by hand. I wrote on a piece of paper. To do something like this, use really thin, maybe something that you can write boldly with. Write it first, flip it over upside down, and then retrace it so it's mirrored, so you can actually do a hand writing if you want. And that's how I did that.
Yeah. Isn't that cute? And that was using the Cricut
Sherry Tyson
Infusible Ink pens.
Yeah. You can use any machine. We have the maker.
Well, we have all the machines.
We have all the machines.
We always grab our maker.
Do you recommend the Air or the Maker? We have both.
I prefer the maker.
We prefer the Maker.
They're both great machines, but the maker gives you more versatility.
Because these are Cricut, yes, the pens will work on the Cricut, in the Cricut machines. All the pens are made for that.
Yes. So. And then, Sean, I'm going to share my desktop here just because everyone keeps asking about when it comes out, and I really want to hit on the fact of...
you'll have to redo it up again.
I am.
Oh, thanks.
I got it for you. Don't you worry.
I'm going to it now when you are ready.
Okay, Oops. I'm ready. So there is a link underneath my video that says get information here. It's going to take you to this site, which is the Cricut Infusible Ink site. Here is where you have all the information you need. There's, of course, this thing that says notify me. That is where you can give them your email address. You'll know exactly when it is coming and everything. So that is that.
There is a good question.
Yes.
Yes, you can layer with this.
You can.
Absolutely.
We will be doing a video on it.
Yes, we'll be doing that. Yes, you can. And it's amazing when you do layering. It's wonderful.
Well, I mean, you can. Can you share my desktop again?
Sure.
So just to show you some of the projects they've made with the layering, just to give you guys an idea.
That video was a layer.
Yeah. So when we're scrolling down, you have all of these different inspirations. So this is all the projects on the Infusible Ink. See the possibilities. So you have all of this, but what's great about it is, Sean said he saw one, but it's a layered design. It cuts and then it's layered. So here's Be Bold. Here's a layered design that's black with the color on that top. You can also cut in designs if you want to. Look at that. World's nerdiest girlfriend. That's so cute. World's nerdiest boyfriend. Look at this pattern coming out. Oh,
that's beautiful. Yeah, that's coming out.
And this truly is how bold these colors are.
Yep.
They are not.
These are actual pictures that they shot in their studio.
Yeah, and look at this design. And that's what I love about it is that stretch. That stretch really does give you that versatility. So the possibilities truly are endless. Here's a layer design here with the dog around black, and then you have the color, and then another layer inside. So you can layer it. You can also do what I call the puzzle piece, where you actually cut it out and layer multiple different items on top of each other. Yep. But you can see all of the Cricut blanks, the shirts, the coasters, the totes, the onesies. I mean, awesome. Plus the pens. The pens and markers are just
amazing.
It's
again,
amazing.
A pen will last. If you were to take a pen and literally just run it continuously, it should last up to 400 feet. Rebecca, does it fade when you wash? Absolutely not. That's the nice thing about it. It is infused. It does not change at all.
Yeah, and so there's a lot of questions at the bottom, like the FAQs. Yeah. How is infusible ink different from heat transfer or iron-on? So it answers that. Why would I choose infusible ink over iron-on HTV? Can I use original Cricut Easy Press on infusible projects? Yes, all Cricut Easy Press models are compatible. So just once again, you're going to want to follow those instructions. And which Cricut machines will work with this system? Pretty much anything. And technically, you can use it with, my mic keeps going on and off, so if I go in and out, I apologize, but you can really use it with scissors, technically. I mean, you can. If you're going to use it with a third-party machine, it's just going to be testing cut settings, guys, and making sure you have everything right. Of course, Cricut's not going to release cut settings for other machines because those are other machines, but that's what's great is this product is so versatile. It can be used pretty much by everyone.
Oh, Nancy Lalonde, can you use it on glitter iron-on like we did with Artistry?
You sure can.
Mm-hmm. You can.
Yeah. So any last minute questions or anything?
There's lots. There are so many here.
Let's do it.
I did like the comment saying that because she knows us well. I forget who said it, but we can use the what do you call the buffalo plaid Be Bold with our buffalo plaid jammy bottoms that we got for Christmas.
Yes, we could.
Yes, we could.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I saw tennis shoes and gloves. If they are polyester, it'll go on there.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing. If it's a polyester material, it'll go on there.
All right,
Why
guys.
does it not work well with the easy with the original Easy Press? Because the
Wait a minute. Careful on that one.
Yeah.
So why does it not work as well, or
why does it not work as well with the first than it does with
it's
the number
gonna
two?
work good?
It'll work.
It's gonna work, and that's one of the questions, guys. Can you put it back? Well, I just closed it out. I want to be careful how you answer that because I don't want people to think that it's going to give you a different result or be a better result. So let's take a look at that because they actually address it right here. Can I use my original Cricut Easy Press for infusible ink projects? Yes. All Cricut Easy Press models are compatible with infusible ink. However, with original Cricut Press, it will take longer to achieve the same results. Because the original Cricut Easy Press does not reach 400 degrees, it is not recommended for use with certain blanks, such as coaster. The transfer time will be too long. Furthermore, transfer colors may not be as vibrant as they would with a Cricut Easy Press 2. So that's the key to that. It's going to work. Believe me, it is going to give stunning results regardless. It's just a vibrancy issue. Because if you do it only up to 360 degrees, you're not going to get that wow, vibrant color. But unless you're doing it side by side, you're not going to be able to really tell. The other great thing that I love about this is we really can wash these shirts, and we have 25 times and nothing happens because that ink is infused into the fabric. It's not just laying on top of it like an iron-on. Iron-on has its uses. Iron-on in HTV is huge. This is infusing directly into the fabric.
Yep. When layering, this is from Mary Ellen, when layering, can you put it over vinyl or do you have to put it down first, then vinyl?
I don't think you can put it on vinyl because it needs to go on a polyester.
Yeah, vinyl and polyester.
But I could be wrong on that because obviously we do that with the glitter vinyl and it works fine. So I'm not going to say yes or no on that. I do not know. I have not tested that. I will check into that for you though, and we will test that in our testing process and see if it will work. Because if it's going on a glitter vinyl just fine, I don't see why it wouldn't. It might be the blanks, but we'll check that for you.
So yeah, craft. How do you know if you have the original Easy Press?
The original Easy Press is usually a teal.
Teal color. The 2 is in raspberry.
And it should say red. Easy Press. Yeah, I mean, and the controls will look a little different. So let me go grab my original Easy Press.
So you can see this raspberry red. This is the number 2. These are really different.
Yeah, so here's different. It's a little different, but really, I'll be honest with you, the best way to test it is grab your machine and go all the way up on your temperature. If it goes up to 360, you have the original. If it goes up to 400, you have the 2.
Yep.
Essentially.
Thanks, Marilyn. Let's see. Only works on Cricut blanks, shirts and bags, etc. Rachel, it'll work very well, obviously, on Cricut blanks, but you can also use other material that has polyester in it. Sorry.
Yeah, I would just say that Cricut blanks is what they've tested it with. I am sure Cricut has tested it with other blanks out there. They just made sure that the Cricut blanks were tested for this and will work for this. If you're going to buy someone else's blanks, just use a little bit of it. Do a test market.
Yes, I'm trying to see if I can find any more.
Cool. All right, guys, I know you're going to have a ton of questions. That's what I'm here for. Please reach out to me. We will be definitely doing a ton of videos around this when it hits the market at Cricut. I will make sure to have links ready for you guys to go, everything like that. I'm really excited about this product, and I'm excited to see what else they come out with. I know a lot of people were saying, I hope it's not a machine. I hope it's not a machine. And I just want to say that Ashish, really stressed the fact with the Cricut Maker that he didn't want to keep releasing machines. He wanted a machine that could adapt to the tools, hence the tool adaptive system. So definitely I wanted to address that, where a lot of people were like, you know, is it a machine? This, in my opinion, is just so amazing. This is revolutionary. This is one of the things that I get excited about because it's something I haven't seen. We haven't seen. It's truly how I felt about Chalk Couture when I saw it. It was one of those like wow factors.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
So thank you guys for joining us for this super long introduction live. I just couldn't wait to tell you guys. I will be bringing out more content for you and playing with the product. I have to make this product last as long as I can until leading up to the Michaels launch, to when I can go to Michaels and buy a whole bunch of it. I'm really excited for it. If you have questions, reach out to us. Oh,
that's actually a really good one. If your EasyPress is smaller than your project, can I apply ink in sections?
I would not. And the reason why is not that it wouldn't work. You possibly could. However, by doing that, you're going to have to line that press up perfectly, because if you heat one section longer than the other, there could be issues and your image is going to shift.
Yeah.
So hence why I feel like they were very looking towards the future when releasing the EasyPress 2, because they went up to 400 degrees, which made me think sublimation was coming of some sort. But they also released the big Easy One, the 12 by 10, which gives you maximum area.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
yes.
so yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I adore all of you. Thank you for the support. It truly means the world to us.
Yep.
Thank you for all of the nice comments last week. We are so excited for our future. Please know that we are not stopping Cricut. We love Cricut. We love using the material. We love using everyone's material, and that's what is giving us the flexibility and freedom going forward. So this is just one door that's leading to other doors, and I'm really excited about this product, as all of you are. So thanks for joining us. I hope you guys have an amazing day today. Bye, everyone.
Bye.